Hey everyone. So I know that there's been a big kind of movement online, this whole NEET thing, not just the NEETs, but just in general, of people saying wagery is slavery, which, don't get me wrong, is completely true if you're trapped in that for your entire life. But I think it's something valuable that everyone has to experience. And I say this because it can give you a motivation not to end up that way, and it can give you a context of what most people are living right now, and give you a scale of how good do you have it. Like for me, I started work on my 16th birthday because I like the idea of being able to say, bang on my birthday, I got an interview and I started work. And it gave me some status buzz. But I hated it, utterly. I had never experienced something so grueling, so unfriendly, so belittling. I was treated like a dog, and I accepted it, which, by the way, is the worst moral that you can get out of that situation. I think it comes with time where you overcome that I'm being talked to like a dog, I deserve it, into a nope, I have to stand up for myself kind of deal. But I wouldn't have missed out on that experience if I could go back because it's very important. But that kind of thing as well, it gave me a semblance of how to be disciplined. Where before that, I had been one of those kind of gamer nerds, eats junk food, stays up late at night, doesn't put my hand up in class because it's too much effort, cruising at school, coasting, being smart enough that I could have really excelled, but then choosing not to, electing to do the barest minimum to survive in that ecosystem, in effect. And this really helped me supersede it. And I've not stopped working since that point for that exact reason, because there have been pockets where I've stopped working. But what I've found, which I think you'll find as well, is when you're not working and you're not doing anything else with your life, at least, you end up lazy and you sink back into those old habits. And it takes a lot of outright pain and just net time spent doing something you don't want to do to toughen your brain. It's like a muscle, right? Your discipline is like a muscle. In the same way you can go to the gym and you can train up your muscles, they get bigger over time, they get more accustomed to the activities and the weight and the intensity that you do. The same thing happens with your ability to discipline yourself and do things that you don't want to do. And so if you never get any practice in, when it comes down to trying to implement something in your life that's really going to benefit you, like if you've got a small business idea, if you want to sell a digital product, if you want to make a YouTube channel, you know what I mean? The barriers of effort will no longer be in your way because the relative ease of that activity compared to what you're doing 3 days a week, every week, forever, it doesn't compare. And I also think it's a great way to boost your social skills and your ability to exert yourself over other people, which are not in like a psychotic controlling way, but in a stand up for yourself way. Like I was saying when I was pot washing and being treated like a dog, I accepted it at first, but then there was kind of a gradual increase in my ability to say no and my ability to assert myself and my ability to go, no, I'm not doing that. Don't talk to me that way. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to shy away from that confrontation. I'm going to stare this person in the eye when they confront me over something. You know what I mean? And as a natural progression of that, I've ended up in a customer-facing role, at least at the minute. And I think I'm intending to do sales at some point because I think that's the ultimate kind of social test where you are doing something manipulative and scummy and you know it and people know it and you're just going to have to deal with it. You just have to deal with that situation and tough it out and you're going to have to grow the balls to be able to engage in that activity. You know what I mean? So that's on the horizon for me. But I also don't think, again, that this is something that you should do for the rest of your life at all. I think that this is a horrible fate to be condemned to. And a lot of people, a lot of Gen Xers especially, and millennials, we've watched be condemned to it and we've watched their lives go nowhere. And a lot of them are just going to crumble away into ill health until it takes them. You know what I mean? There's not going to be a climax, not going to be a retirement. They're going to die before they retire, or they're going to die before they're able to retire, I should say, because retirement age means nothing when the economy sucks. But let that inform you about what you don't want to be and how you don't want to end up. Because you don't always have to experience a mistake to learn from it. Sometimes you just need to witness it. But I think the social skills is something you do have to gain yourself. You do have to experience yourself in order to get the benefits. So if you haven't already, sign up for some job near you if you're able to, if the work's available. And don't use it as an excuse if you haven't applied. If you haven't applied and you go, there's no work near me, shut up, that's a lie. Send applications, and when they respond saying no, every single place near you, then you can say that there's no work that you can get to. So yeah, get a job, man.